we're back with another episode of Real Life Movie Talk. It's your boy Chris.
Blockbuster Ben, and I brought a special guest. Everyone say hello to Miss Angie. This is my beautiful mother-in-law.
Hello.
Not Courtney's sister, in case you were wondering. Mother, yes.
Shocked me when I found
Good
out.
genes. Good genes, okay?
Why, thank you.
Yes. So welcome.
Thank
Thank you for coming. Top fan on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
She wears the badge proudly.
Nice.
Yeah. It's part of the responsibilities
It
of being
pays
a mother-in-law.
well.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta support. So welcome. Thank you for coming. And we're going to get right into this like we always do. We have to have the guests give their top 5. And what we are adding to the top 5 for the guests is a guilty pleasure movie. It was suggested by another top fan, Chrissy Bohr. Thank you, Chrissy. So guests are now going to be required to bring their top 5 movies of all time and like some guilty pleasures. Example, Fast and the Furious. Okay? You got one?
Not off the top of my head.
Come on, Chris.
I'll have one. Give me a second.
All right. So, Miss
Okay.
Angie, please, your top 5. Are they in order? Or are they just...
They're not in order.
Okay.
And I have to preface that I am not your typical movie watcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not big on plot. It just needs to entertain me. And now that I am 28,
Right.
I fall asleep in movies, so it tends to take me 4 or 5 times
Viewings.
to get through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So-
a life right there.
Yeah.
So when I went through my list, I tried to think of movies that I tend to either watch a lot or they have some type of sentimental value.
Okay.
And everyone knows that I love Prince.
We do.
Everybody knows it.
We know.
Do you know that?
There's
Do you know that?
I know that
18
now.
Prince posters in my shed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Prince. I used to travel all over the country to his tours. I've been to Paisley Park.
There's a word for that, right?
It's called a fan.
Oh, sorry.
I went to 2 of his week-long celebrations, and I can honestly say that I had very close interactions. There were times when
There's a word for that.
You couldn't talk to him. Like they said, don't talk to him, don't touch him. But there were plenty of times when he would either stand next to me or stand behind me, and he's the best smelling person ever.
You know, I can buy that. I can definitely think that Eddie Bray has
cannot. You knew he
has a
was
scent.
around, but it was really.
You're
wild.
talking
Seems like a
at
weird guy.
concerts?
At Paisley Park. He had for his birthday, he would have a week-long celebration, and you would come and you had full reign of.
You could just go.
You just go, and you could go all through the studios, wherever. And in his pool room, he had a listening party, and you sit on the floor and listening to music, and all of a sudden, I start smelling something unbelievable, and I turn around, he's just sitting right behind me.
That's
And
wild.
then different concerts every night, and he would just come stand next to me, and I would just look over at him, but
That's crazy.
it was
Holy
awesome.
hell.
So
Yeah.
I have pictures of me on the Purple Rain motorcycle.
Wow. I've never seen that.
I'm a real fan. I have
Apparently, yeah. I
picks
mean,
and drumsticks and all kinds of paraphernalia.
so is this leading somewhere?
So my movie is Purple Rain,
Yes, I knew that. I knew that was coming.
1984.
If you look at our listener suggested list,
Where's
this?
it's on there.
Where is this? 5 or 1?
This is my number 1. And
Okay.
I think it's because of nostalgia. I mean,
Mm.
I graduated high school in 1987, so I was pretty young when it came out. There was a lot of hype about it. I remember my mom taking me to the movies, and you couldn't even get on the parking lot. It was just
Right.
such a major
Right.
deal. So, the acting, okay, we already know it's not top 5 acting,
Singer.
but it was awesome. And of course, the soundtrack is classic, correct?
Yes.
I mean, Purple Rain is one of the best songs of all time.
What did you think of Justin Timberlake's tribute?
I don't.
Okay.
And I don't dislike Justin Timberlake. I just think that there are some issues with things that he had said, and
I guess that's another discussion.
it's
Because
another
I don't know. I don't know
There's
what
some
you're talking
drama
about.
behind
I know what
that.
you're talking about.
He
But
did a tribute. at the Super Bowl.
I know that, but I don't know what
There's some known drama,
okay.
some shady
Between
comments
him
that
and
he
Prince.
made
Yeah.
about Prince.
him. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And so it kind of seems kind of fake to now do a tribute now
Right.
the person's no longer here.
Got it. Yeah. Well,
Respect.
I'll
But I
have to-
mean, you can have a change of perspective,
Yeah.
so I don't want to seem like there's no forgiveness, but
Right.
it was
No.
unnecessary.
Oh, no, I don't care. I was just wondering what you thought specifically.
Do a tribute to Janet Jackson. How about that? Okay, on my list, Bad Boys 2.
Perfect. Love
Okay.
it.
I also liked 1, but I still think 2 was better. And I cannot tell you how many times I've watched that.
Me either.
There you go.
Countless.
Like, if there's nothing to do, I will watch that.
Nice.
Another one, which is weird, that I can watch over and over again is Armageddon.
Great movie.
It is a great movie.
And I don't care how many times, and it comes on TV a lot.
Yeah.
So
Still
I
can't
turn it on.
believe it didn't win the I'm Not Crying, You're Crying award. Still blown by that.
Yeah. I
Whatever.
cried.
Screw you, Notebook. You know?
Is that what won?
Yes.
And
God,
you know
you guys are
what?
stupid.
I didn't like The Notebook. So am I the only female that didn't like that movie?
Probably.
I mean, I like the movie. I just didn't think it was sad.
I didn't like it, and whatever. Okay. Godfather Part 2.
Classic.
I can watch that. As a matter of fact, I just watched that last week.
Did you ever see when they did it in like chronological order? HBO released it where it was like they edited
the
them
first
together.
Half of the Godfather
Yeah.
before Godfather 1.
Yeah, and then let it play out. It was really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
It's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
I can watch any of, well, I'm not going to say the entire Marvel Universe because there's one or two that I could do without, but I like the Marvel Universe, but my favorite would be Iron Man.
The first
yeah.
one.
And it's
yeah.
the first one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So
yep.
those are my
five.
top 5.
Great. Yeah. All good.
Okay, now I have 2 guilty pleasures.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought that's where Purple Rain was going to land, but...
Did you really think that?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. The one that's going to surprise you the most, and you probably haven't heard of, is called Coal Miner's Daughter.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of that.
It came out in 1980. It's
Okay.
about Loretta Lynn, and Sissy Spacek won Academy Award for playing Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn's a country singer. For those
And
that
I
don't know.
love that. And I have this whole thing where when I do karaoke, I sing Coal Miner's Daughter, and
Okay. You want to sample it for the people?
I will not.
No.
Okay.
But I can tell you that I have almost been assaulted doing karaoke. I was on a cruise ship, and I was at a table. We were the only black people in the whole room. And when the music came on, this family in the front says, "Oh, no, she didn't." And by the time it ended, they gave me a standing ovation.
Like she was going to disrespect the song or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Calm down.
Yeah,
calm
calm
down.
it all the way down, because I love it. And
Good for you.
Yeah.
my major guilty pleasure, which I'm trying to get my son-in-law to watch, is Under the Cherry Moon,
It's another Prince movie.
another Prince movie from
It's a good thing they
1986.
gave him 2.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
black and white,
Oh, jeez.
and it was really good, and I think that you should give it a look-see.
Maybe one of these days.
Yeah,
And-
she's on now. You have to take at least one of
We'll
her
do
suggestions.
Movie Kombat, Purple Rain versus that.
Well, I
Okay.
don't know if you can do a versus, but that's mine. That's it.
Okay.
I
Good,
like it.
good list. Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Mostly solid.
Mostly solid.
Yeah. Did you think of a guilty pleasure or no?
I would say something like Exit Wounds. Or,
Steve's called DMX.
yeah.
Yeah, to do the next movie.
Anthony Anderson.
There's so many terrible things in that movie.
Yeah.
But it is funny and it's
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. No, great. I love.
When I was young. I
Bro.
haven't seen it in a while, but.
I love all the old Steven Seagals, late 80s, early 90s,
Break their
up
arm
to, like,
backwards and-
up to maybe Exit Wounds and before. I love,
Yeah, that might be.
you know, because I grew up watching them. That's a
Right.
nostalgia thing like you were
Yeah.
talking about. I just don't, anything past that.
And now that Joe Rogan's who he is, it's like Steven Seagal is such a joke.
Yeah.
Because Joe Rogan really put it out there how fake all of his credentials were.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine.
Well,
I
of
He's
course.
not a
He's
real
an actor.
martial arts.
Yeah, apparently it's all
Okay.
fake. But whatever.
He is, however, sheriff's deputy in some parish in Louisiana.
Oh, really?
He
Yes.
There was a reality show.
Legit would come and arrest people.
Went and arrested
Really?
people, and people would be like, "Whoa, Steven Seagal?" He's like, "Yeah, man." Like that.
Did he break any arms this way?
No, but he did change the way he spoke depending on the race of the person that he was talking to.
Oh,
you get that a little bit in Exit Wounds, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a strange cat.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay, we can move on. Jump into our tasty
Shout-outs.
Yeah, here we go. Want to go?
Yes.
Never changes.
Heavy Seas hasn't sent us anything in a while. So.
They haven't, but I still got the new release because I wanted to try it because I like that fruit punch sour from Flying Dog so much. So their new beer, new release, the Spectrology Sour. It's a tropical sour ale. Chris Shiner crushed the art. You know, when I picked it up, they did give me a bunch of labels. I got a plan for these labels here.
Was it all this label or a bunch of separate labels?
Different ones. This one,
awesome.
That one, the 25.
Cool.
I think I got 5 or 6 different ones, but I'll need a bunch.
Of course.
So I'm going to keep getting them. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying that. And then Miss Angie has the Juice Cannon Lemon Meringue Pie that we had a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she opened it upstairs, already sampled. We already got the real reaction, but tell the people what you think.
It reminds me of the grapefruit soda.
Mm-hmm.
Fresca.
Got it.
So it's got a real clean, crisp, refreshing taste. This would be great on a really hot day.
There you go.
To me.
That's what we said, I think. I think we said that.
Yeah.
When it was like, it's good for a summer day. Yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, I like that. It's tart. I like that. Wow. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Heavy Seas. You can send me one.
I like that. They did just reopen their tap room, so it is open.
Nah.
You guys are looking. They got food truck. I don't know if you've ever been. They always have like a food truck there normally.
I saw the Pirates of Vegas for sale.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, the pizza place.
Oh, but when I picked this up, there was a food truck there.
Yeah.
People are outside, inside. They have the whole bar set up. It's real. I love it. It's so cool there. So I can't wait to go. I didn't know it was open until I went to pick this up, and I was like, oh.
There we go. Yeah,
all right, but
sure.
Definitely recommend this. They do, and I did find out, they do all their curbside through beerme.com now. So when I went to the Heavy Seas website, it was like, hey, go to Beer Me. Yeah, so that's where you can get it. I would highly recommend this, especially if you like sours. That tart is just like, Popcorn. What do we got?
EC Pops.
Yes, sir.
Same flavor as last week.
Yep.
We had leftovers. White cheddar Old Bay.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys already know kind of what we think of it. It's really good. We love all their stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm not a big popcorn eater.
Why not?
Because I always choke on it.
It's an ambulance coming! So sorry! I'm so sorry! What are you doing? You asshole! Oh my God!
You probably could have just pulled the piece of pancake out of his throat.
He's alive, isn't he?
He's making fun of me. But it's an absolute fact. Before this is over, I will probably start coughing.
Okay. We'll edit it out. Don't worry.
But
we'll put in a funny movie clip.
This is really good because I like Old Bay wings. And you can really taste the
Old Bay?
The Old Bay on it. So I would eat that. It's very good.
Yep.
You said it tasted like a crab leg.
It does. I like it.
Which crabs are like the National Mother's Day present of the year, apparently.
Are they?
I've called like 4 crab places to reserve crabs, and they're just like, we'll let you know.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Let me know.
Thank you. Okay, so let's jump into some movie news. Okay. 2 days ago, Monday. It was Monday. Because I remember I texted you and I said, what a way to start a Monday or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Marvel released a trailer, like a 3-minute trailer for all the Phase IV movies that are coming out over the next 2 years.
Including the series and stuff.
These aren't series. These are all movie releases.
I thought Loki's thing was in there.
It wasn't included on or at least not the little screenshot that I have.
Okay.
So what I have right here are just the movies.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, Loki comes out next month, and I forget what the other series are, but what I have here are the movies, starting with Black Widow, July 9th. Can't wait. Okay. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, that's September 3rd.
Very excited about that. I love that's a new character I'm not familiar with.
Yep. Same with the Eternals, or just Eternals. That's what it's called, Eternals.
You familiar with that?
Not at all.
Okay. I was under the impression that they were like mutants.
Is that the Angelina Jolie? Or am I making that up?
I think that's something else.
Okay.
I don't know if she's in any of these.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's November 5th, 2021. And we end the year Spider-Man No Way Home, December 17th.
Okay. So I feel maybe at the end of the year, we'll rank them all against each other?
Something like that. We're
Send out something.
We're going to do something. Next year's movie awards will probably contain all 4 of those movies.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, dude, watching that trailer, you get Stan Lee's voice at the beginning, and he's talking over clips from the last 23.
Yeah.
It gave me the feels.
Oh, I was grinning from ear to ear and tears.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was so happy. And then you start getting footage from new stuff.
Yeah.
They're flashing the titles on the screen. Oh man, it was insane. They released, you found out the title for the new Black Panther in that,
Forever.
the Captain Marvel sequel. So it's great. So after Spider-Man, we start 2022 with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is going to be, I think these all are, like, I'm excited for everything. Yeah. Followed by May 6th, Thor, Love and Thunder. Our boy Taika Waititi directing again.
Love him.
And then summer, blockbuster, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, July 8th, birthday weekend for me probably, or week, whatever that is.
Easy there, Prince.
Oh, the birthday, got it. I'm just saying it's the release date around my birthday. Yeah. Relax. And then we finish 2022 with The Marvels, which is the Captain Marvel sequel. And it looks like they're introducing Ms. Marvel, which is like a young teenage girl. Because there's a credit in the list of characters, Kamala Khan or something, and I think that's who that is.
Are they going to have the lady from WandaVision in there?
I didn't look that far.
Should be.
That she should 100% be in it, yeah.
Do you have an opinion on which one of those you think is going to be the best?
I got 2 more.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. To end Phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania. That's February 17th, 2023.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay.
And then they finish Phase 4 with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th, 2023.
Oh, they're taking me all the way up to retirement.
That right? So I'm like, I gotta stay alive at least 2 weeks. I gotta make it to this. You know?
You think they're all going to get made?
I think they're 100%.
They released a bunch of movies that never made it to screen.
Or like in like a list like this?
Yeah.
Which one? Like what? I don't remember.
I have to Google it. But
Okay,
we'll go
well,
through it.
well,
They
so-
do it at Comic-Con. They'll release when movies are coming out.
So you're saying movies that were
announced that they were going to make
Oh, it's
and
on
then
the
get
schedule,
scrapped.
but then they don't make
Yeah.
it.
okay, I don't remember that, but okay. I think this in the fashion that they did it, I think there's no chance that these don't all get made. I think they all get made. Did I say that right? I don't think there's anyone on here that doesn't get made. These are already done.
Yeah,
Like,
some
these-
of them have to already be in the works.
I mean, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see
No
that
shot. Black Panther doesn't get made. Yeah.
Ant-Man might be an outside chance, but I think it gets made still.
Maybe pushed back a little bit, but I think this
they'll
can.
change the dates.
So we should have already had, I think, Black Widow and Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
They pushed them back.
They got pushed back because of
Yeah.
COVID. Like Black Widow should have been last year. Something else should have been so. But it's awesome now because the end of this year is going to be amazing.
Right.
So, I it's like a child.
So,
Am I making you nervous?
so which one?
Yeah.
So which one
Do I think it's the
do you
best?
think is going to be the best?
I think they're going to go hard with Volume 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's going to be Thor. Thor is going to be amazing. I think Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy might be the top 2.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah.
And by then, it'll be so long since we've had the Guardians and anything. The anticipation is going to be exciting.
There is a chance that we may see them in Thor, right? Because
They should.
when we last saw them, they were together.
Mm-hmm.
So
There shall be no knifing one another. Everybody knows who's in charge. Me. Right? Yes, you. Of course. Of course. Of course.
but that Thor could be centered around Tessa Thompson's character, Valkyrie, right? Or
No, it's going to be the
Jane
girl.
Foster.
Jane Foster is going to
yeah, I thought it was gonna be female.
be. She's going to be
yeah.
Thor.
Yeah. So yeah. Either way. What about you? Do you have thoughts on where do you land here?
No, I'm just interested. I told you I can watch these. Doctor Strange was probably the one movie that I didn't get into as much, and then I went back and watched everything in order, like you said, and that kind of helped me enjoy it. But on its own, I was like, "What is this?" I just didn't get it. But now it makes sense because you told me to kind of watch them in sequence.
Out of sync, you're like, what?
Yeah, it just was like, what is this?
But he's so important to the rest of the story.
I think it's great.
You have to see it. Yeah.
Benjamin Cumberbatch or whatever his name is.
Benedict, yes.
He's done that at least 3 times.
It's Benjamin. And I don't care.
He just doesn't know it. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, dude, I'm super pumped. If you haven't seen the video, I'll throw a link in the description on YouTube.
It's good.
It's amazing.
I'm excited about cinema.
I shared it on Facebook. And again, it was just watching it was just like reliving.
Well, hearing Stan's voice, I was like, is that Stan Lee's voice?
Yep.
That was a good thing.
Yeah. So can't say it. I can't wait. Okay, let's jump into this movie Kombat.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Sure.
We had The Italian Job from 2003, the remake, versus Four Brothers from 2005. Both Marky Mark joints.
Try to keep with the Marky Mark theme.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I felt like they're both pretty good movies. I was of the opinion that one was going to do a lot better than the other, and it did. But that doesn't mean you got to discredit the other one. I think they're both really good movies.
Yeah.
Personally.
I agree.
I know that, I don't know if you feel the same way.
Listen. Okay, so we're going to jump into this. You want to do The Italian Job first?
Sure.
Okay, so The Italian Job, like I said, came out in 2003, remake of 60s, 70s?
I don't know.
Yeah, old movie. Michael Caine is in it. I've heard it's good. I've always wanted to see it. I've just never seen it. Starring, obviously we said, Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, Donald Sutherland, Jason Statham, like young Jason Statham. It's funny to say young because I think he was still in his 40s back then.
And bald.
Yeah. Seth Green, Yassine Bey, or Mos Def, as he's credited at the time as Mos Def, but I think now he's credited by his, I guess that's his like government name.
Oh, they don't call him Mos Def still?
He goes by the Yassine Bey now.
Yeah.
Really?
On IMDb, that's how he's listed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But like if you look at the movie, it says his character's name, and then it says as like Mos Def. So
I didn't realize until probably a couple of years ago that they called him Mos Def because he's mostly deaf. As stupid as that sounds.
I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's mostly deaf.
Yeah.
So the character trait in the movie is like they call him left ear in the movie because he's deaf in his right ear.
That's why he sounds like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Look at that. Hey,
I just know he has a lot
come
of
to the
children.
podcast for movies and you get
Fun facts.
Yeah, amazing. And then lastly, Edward Norton, Baltimore native, by the way. Don't know if you know that. That's another fun fact for you.
His family owns the real estate people in Colombia that built the mall and the lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, effing rich kids.
Yeah.
Another fun fact for you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I feel like most people have probably seen this movie. The basic plot is that there's this heist crew led by Donald Sutherland. They're doing a job in Italy. Edward Norton's character betrays them, leaves them for dead, and it's about them getting their revenge on him in the form of a heist. Stealing back what he stole from them.
Right.
That's the plot of the movie. And listen, as you all know, my favorite movie is Heat. Okay, I'm a sucker for a heist movie. Okay, I love them. A good thought out like heist. Like I don't want to see bull crap, but like good plan, good execution, good team. All people that are like highly skilled at what they do. Like I love a good heist that comes together.
I like this more than the Heat. Is that gonna piss you off?
Wait a minute.
More than
I
Heat.
just watched The Heat.
No, hold on a minute.
For the first
Because
time.
we're talking about two different. So The Heat, you're talking about
Not the Heat.
Whatever it's called. Heat. Yeah. I just watched that for the first time.
Okay,
I loved it.
thank you.
I loved it too.
And you think The Italian Job was better?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Guys, we made it 36 episodes. This is unfortunately the last. We're like,
Glad I made it.
yeah. Oh my God! No way!
It's okay, champion.
I know. Jesus
Right,
Christ.
first.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say now. I honestly don't know where to go. But I said the movie had bonus points off the jump because it's a heist movie. So like I'm already like a little bit like in its corner because it's a heist movie.
Yeah, like the Ocean's 11.
Love Ocean's
movie.
11.
Love Ocean's 11.
Yeah. I thought Ed Norton was a great bad guy. I thought he played a really like he's very like slimy and shady, and I thought he did that very well. Like like no remorse at all. Like for his actions, like kind of yeah, screw you. This I wanted it. That's why I did it.
He's quietly one of the best actors of our generation.
He's pretty good. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Quietly, yeah.
Yeah. He's not like. I wonder. Do you know why he gave up the Hulk role?
Yeah, him and the director had creative differences.
Oh, that's what they say.
He wanted to have more control over what happened in the movies. And I saw the roast of Bruce Willis, and Ed Norton said, I know everyone gives me crap for leaving the Hulk, but is it my fault for wanting at least half the level of quality you get from the guy that made Batman?
Chris Nolan?
Chris Nolan? That's what he wanted, like half the quality of a Batman Christopher Nolan movie, but we just couldn't get it, so.
That's why I'm not an actress. 'Cause I need full control.
Well, I mean, but
Plan.
Not me.
to be fair, they haven't made another Hulk movie.
No, right.
He's just been in the other ones, you know, so, which kind of also works for me. Like, that, I don't need him to have his own movie.
Yeah, they're okay with sharing, right?
Yeah.
Thor was a Thor movie, but it just as much was the Hulk's movie,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked.
Sidetrack.
What did you think of The Italian Job?
I love The Italian Job.
Yeah.
I do. I love both of these movies.
Yeah.
I think the heist aspect is fun. I think the revenge aspect is fun. Like you said, Ed Norton really helped with being a bad guy. And I thought there was a lot of clever things.
Yeah.
Like everyone on the team had their niche, the thing that they were good at. And they all got to play their part in enacting revenge against Ed Norton. So it was fun for me.
What about you? What do you remember of it?
To be honest, I have not seen that movie in a while.
Okay, but you have seen it.
I have seen it, and listening to you talk about it, it all came back to me. But the only thing I really remembered was the little cars.
I love it.
I thought that was cool, different, you know.
Yep.
Outside of that, I didn't remember the plot, but now it's coming back to me. So I remember enjoying the movie.
Yeah, I love the final sequence where they do the heist. Their original plan gets thrown off, and then they have to think on the fly. It's called The Italian Job because they mirror the final moments against how they did the heist at the beginning of the movie as well.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so he's like, we're going to do it like The Italian Job. So remember,
okay.
they blow the floor, safe comes through, they blow the road.
Yep.
Armored truck falls down. But that whole sequence, the Mini Coopers running through LA with a helicopter chasing them, I thought that was so cool. I thought you don't see that, like, obviously, except maybe in the original. I don't know how they played out in the original. I know they had Mini Coopers, but...
And they got good humor that I thought played. And the Mini Coopers was a ride at Paramount King's Dominion for a little while. It's probably still there, but it used to be called
Really?
The Italian Job. And it looked like a kid's ride, but it was really fun.
Okay. It is funny, like you said. I always laugh when Seth Green makes fun of Jason Statham, like being like handsome Rob. Like how there's a moment where Jason Statham has to walk up and like kind of charm this girl into like going home with him or whatever, so they can get her uniform for this telephone company and blah blah blah. So like he's talking to the girl, but the scene is filmed inside this car with Seth Green watching him.
I'm gonna have sex with you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just the dumbest person in the world. He does the dialogue for them, and it's one of the funniest scenes in the entire movie. I love it.
How do you do that? What are you saying? Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Nice to meet you. I'm Handsome Rob. And you, Oh, my name's Becky, but it's written on my shirt. Listen, I'm gonna need your shirt and your truck. Perfect, I'll give them both to you. Would you like my virginity as well? If it's on the menu. Oh, you're so witty. Why don't you take advantage of me? Yeah, you're not too bright, are you? No. Perfect.
It was funny that like that there was a very like attractive cable woman that they could steal this uniform from. Like I've had cable people come to my house. I mean, dozens of times.
No shade.
No, and it's all burly ass men that look like us. It's never so the fact that, so there's like a little like this chick is not out there installing cable.
Come on,
Let's be real.
They're in LA.
Let's be okay. Hey, fair point. Fair point. There's a lot of beautiful people out there, but she was probably an actress. That was her day job. You know, in between auditions, she was installing cable. Yeah,
that's how you meet people.
Yeah.
One day you're hooking up Steven Spielberg's cable.
Yeah.
Boom, next roll.
Yeah, yeah. You're in the fucking Jurassic Park sequel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It can happen.
But it was funny because they played on that because then Charlize has to be the cable woman, and Edward Norton's character is like, "You don't look like most cable people," you know. Yeah. So anyway, I totally enjoyed it. I watched them actually. I watched this and then I watched Four Brothers like back to back. I watched them boom. Okay. But I always wished that they had done a sequel to this movie. I thought they were supposed to at one point in time. I thought they were going to call it. I think it was even called The Brazilian Job. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong in that. I thought it was though at one point. So yeah, I don't know. I just enjoyed it. It's a fun movie. It's corny moments, like, and it's not perfect, right? But you know, 7.1. That's my score.
Ooh, 7.1.
7.1. 7.1. I enjoy it. Recommend you see it if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
I'm gonna bypass scoring because I didn't get a chance to watch it again. I did enjoy it. I remember enjoying it, but it wasn't one that I would need to see.
So I'm just gonna put
again. It was more of a one and done, but I liked it, so I would recommend seeing it. What score would that be? I would recommend
in the sevens.
In the sevens. Yeah.
Okay, so let's give it an even 7.
All right, fine. We'll do a 7. Yeah.
I was gonna go 8.2.
Whoa! Really?
I really liked it.
Well, it says we'd watch it multiple times.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I've seen it a bunch of times.
Have you? Yeah. Bro, I probably haven't seen it.
It's movies that have factor.
It has a comedic edge.
Okay.
It makes it rewatchable for me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine, dude. Listen, totally cool. I enjoy this movie. I really didn't know where you were going to land with both of these movies. And I'm surprised you're high on that. Based on...
I really like it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's flip over then. Jump into that other Marky Mark picture. That is Four Brothers. So, directed by John Singleton, R.I.P. He passed away recently, I think. I think actually in 2020. Because he was directing Snowfall. Like, he created that show Snowfall. I'm pretty sure he passed away over the last year. So R.I.P. to him. Mark Wahlberg, Tyrese Gibson, Andre 3000, Garrett Hedlund, Terrence Howard, Sofia Vergara, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Taraji P. Henson. Big supporting cast for this movie. I think the supporting cast in this is way better. I like all the supporting characters. Like, I mean, this is good, like Italian Job, but this just maybe Four Brothers just has more. That could be it.
I'm with you.
You know, they're both great.
It's comparable though.
Yeah. Right? Don't get it twisted. They're both great. And the basic plot of Four Brothers, which came out in 2005, is that this elderly woman gets gunned down in the beginning, and she is the adoptive mother of these 4 brothers. And they come home to her funeral and do a little investigation of their own to try to figure out what happened.
Yep. It's Detroit, so bad things happen a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And another murder is just another murder. I mean,
right.
You look at the murder record there, and it just seems like things don't get solved. We live in Baltimore, so we understand that. And so they kind of take it into their own hands and live above the law or beyond the law, as it were.
Right. It's kind of like, it's believable to a point, the things that they're doing, but then other times I'm like, no shot, they're getting away with this. And like, there's no police response. There was multiple times where I was like, come on.
That's fair.
Come on.
That's fair.
What did you think?
I remember going to see it in the theaters, and I liked it. I just watched it. I did get to watch it again on Pluto TV.
Okay.
And
shout out to the planet.
Yeah. Can't say that it held up as well watching it now. Maybe because I've seen all of these actors in other roles now. They weren't as known, maybe.
That's fair.
In that in that movie. So going back and seeing them now, it's like, okay, I've seen them evolve. But it's still, I like the fact that they came together to solve it, but something kind of just didn't hold my attention as well. So if I were going to choose between the two, I actually think I would probably choose the Italian Job over this one. But you know, they're very close to me.
That's exactly how I feel. When you see my score, you'll understand. Like, I think these movies are pretty close, honestly, pretty close to for me too. And I also don't think that Four Brothers held up as well, because I remembered loving this movie, but then as I'm sitting down to like critique it, I'm like, ding, ding, ding. There's so many things that I was like, come on, this is crazy. I do love the supporting cast, bro. I thought Sofia Vergara was hilarious as Tyrese's girlfriend. Oh my god, that was so. And Tyrese always cracks me up. He's got one-liner after one-liner. He's so funny. Like, with the moment when him and Andre Benjamin are fighting, or Andre 3000. I think he goes by Andre Benjamin now, but they're fighting. He says something. He's like, "With your big ass teeth, are you gonna bite me?" And I mean, he just always. I feel like a lot of his stuff, he improvs. I would almost bet that he came up with that line.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a writer, right? Like, he writes music.
Writes
That's
music,
just creative in your brain. Like, Shia LaBeouf said something about that. He said, actors are surprisingly good at freestyling because there's a very creative part in their brain that makes them improv, and then the opposite, to where I'm sure people that write music are pretty good at improving situations because that's just how their brain is trained to work.
Time out. Sidebar. Did you see Shia LaBeouf do the freestyle on Sway's Five Fingers of Death?
Yes.
I did.
It's insane.
It's okay.
I mean, for an actor,
I wouldn't
like,
expect him to be able to.
He's not a rapper.
Right.
So for him to go in and even attempt that, to me, was
I
like...
agree with that.
Yeah, but also, I'm just a Shia fanboy. But I just like...
Have you seen Daniel Radcliffe's?
No.
He raps the alphabet. It's really good.
Really? I gotta look that up.
Okay.
That's not freestyle. He wrote that, but it's every word rhymes with each other, and it starts with A, B, C. The words.
Really?
It's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, but that creative part of the brain. You're probably right.
Yeah.
So I really like the movie.
I know you do, and most people do.
Yeah.
I mean, based on our poll results today, people are saying easy, clear. Four Brothers. I'm wondering how long it's been since they've seen.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Because you remember things differently. That's, you know.
That's one thing we've learned doing this.
Yeah.
The movies are not the same now.
I will say I'm glad Mark Wahlberg has evolved as an actor. I don't think, had he not, I think he's far better as an actor now than he used to be. Like, come on. How long do you think it took the crying scene in the mirror? How long do you think he had to psych himself up? Or like, you see at the end, he like washes his face. Pretty sure it's all water on his face. I don't think he was actually crying. Okay. I mean, it was really kind of like, oh, this is pain.
I can say Sofia Vergara.
Vergara.
I have not. I mean, I love Modern Family. I have not liked her in any role other than Modern Family.
Really?
Totally.
Yeah, she
was in a Tyler Perry movie once, and it was such a caricature.
Really?
That's who she is.
Yeah, it was just a caricature. But I love Modern Family, and I think because it was an ensemble cast, it worked. I forgot Taraji was in the movie.
I did too. No idea until I saw her.
I was like, oh, I don't even remember her being in it. Mm-hmm. And then what's the guy that played the crooked cop? Wasn't he in?
I don't remember his name. He was in SWAT.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't he crooked in SWAT too?
He was.
He just has that look.
That
right?
Ed Norton.
Yeah, he just has that look.
Yeah, he does have a look. Like,
yeah.
You might, plant some evidence.
Yeah.
So. Dude, also the dialogue. Some of it was good, but I felt like a lot of it was corny too. Like, a lot of it, just didn't hold up to now. It was just like, dude, and you saw, like, man, I can't believe people used to dress like that. Like, the baggy. I was like, man, that was the style.
I wouldn't hold that against the movie.
I'm not holding that against the movie. That's a side note that I was like, whoa, I remember that shit from high school.
Well, it's just like looking back at this time when you see these skinny jeans, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you wore
not me.
Skinny jeans.
I say that now. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Let them be fitted. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's no point in time where fashion's good.
Right.
What the kids are wearing these days suck. What I wore when I was a kid sucked.
I'm
The
gonna
kids just
say,
suck.
as a kid of the 80s fashion, we were awesome.
I say that. A bunch of bright
You know,
colors.
bright
I mean, the
colors,
earrings. I get
you
in there with
know,
that.
and
Yeah.
The earrings, the one short and one long, and the hair to the side.
I do love watching 80s movies. I love the style.
Yeah.
Windbreakers?
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Like, that whole vibe from Stranger Things. I loved, yeah. Oh, man. Great stuff. So let me say a couple of things. So I did, like, when the movie first started, the story resonates with me because I have 3 brothers and myself. Now, I know they're not blood related, but it's still their family, right? They grew up together, their family. So that part, it all drew me in. Like, I was into the story, and I was like, okay, let's go. Where this movie, because I didn't remember everything about it, but where this movie lost me was the second half, once they introduced the main villain.
One thing I didn't like.
He's awful, and not in a good way. Like, he's a terrible villain.
Actor,
Well, I don't think he's a bad actor, but I think that character was terrible. Like, it was a corny, like, just, he's supposed to be this gangster, he's wearing this fur. I mean, it was...
I agree with you.
I was so bad. So, had that not been there, I think I wouldn't be as hard as I am right now. But this dude is a crime lord, whatever. He's got a team of killers, like his hitmen, his guys that do his dirty work. And he treats them like dogs.
Right.
And like, yeah, like there's a scene where like when you get introduced to him, where he comes in crying about, I asked for this and you guys didn't get me this, so blah blah blah. One of the guys sitting at the table takes a bite of his pasta while he's talking, and he goes on this rant about, are you hungry, bro? Okay, got it. Takes his plate, throws it on the ground, and he's like, okay, you're hungry, go eat it. And he makes him get on the floor, and he makes his girlfriend get on the floor and eat it with, like, off the floor. No shot. He's got all these guys around him.
That was supposed to make you realize that he was not to be messed with.
Yeah, but so are all the other guys that work for him. They're the ones that carry guns and shit. He doesn't even carry a gun. The whole movie, he's like, pistol. You know, so it's like, one bullet solves that problem. Bang, now I'm in charge. You're out of here. Like, I just, that whole thing, like, I don't think in reality there can be like that dynamic. Like, there's no way.
I disagree.
There's no way.
I think there's more of that than we realize.
For sure.
Yeah, I
know.
know.
Also, get brainwashed into these things.
Stalin used to kill people randomly in meetings. Just kill them.
Yeah.
He
like,
just
hey,
didn't
kill this
do
guy.
a good job.
Like, you could go to a meeting going, I might be dead today.
Yeah, I mean, Clev said, he's like, bro, I knew a guy like that in my neighborhood growing up. And I get it. But it's also like, in a movie.
Portray it, maybe.
It didn't.
I didn't like the way, I didn't like the scene you're talking about where they were eating off the floor. It infuriated me that somebody would stoop to that level themselves. But it helped me hate the guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I did, yeah.
As watching it, I'm like, so it's a quick way to say this guy's that powerful. Instead of having to waste a lot of time on his backstory and who he is, say, oh, you just eating food off the floor?
I guess.
They could have did it without that scene. The scene where they were talking at dinner and he said, I'm going to need you to send you out of town, try your new girl out.
Oh.
That part, whew.
I also hated that. The guy's just going to sit there and say, all right, cool.
I mean, they were trying to do, like, remember in New Jack City? When they were sitting around the table and he
did stuff like that in New Jack,
yeah, put that fear in everybody. But that was more believable to me.
That maybe this just wasn't sold to me because
Yeah.
I like New Jack City and I like what's the other one?
It still holds up, actually.
I mean, he's a real person, obviously Al Capone. But you remember the scene in The Untouchables where he's walking around the table and then he gets the bat and just that to me like, but the whole. Get down there, dog, and eat.
Nobody would work. Yeah.
No way. I'm like, if my choice is that or death, I'm killing you, and we're done with this. And then
maybe because you don't know if the other people are going to kill you.
That's
maybe it's more. Not so much the main guy's going to kill me, but all of his lackeys.
That's what the Stalin thing was.
I guess. Okay, I'm just being like. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was.
I understand what
you know. I want a respectable that just took me. So once that happened, now I'm just kind of just like over it at that point. I was like, this is kind of whatever. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I just didn't. I like the actor. He's been in stuff. I liked him in American Gangster. That's the first other thing that comes to mind. Like, and he was a criminal in that too, right?
Yeah.
He was So I don't know. This
I liked him in other things.
Yeah, I don't know. But then there's other things that I think poor writing, like I don't think Terrence Howard's, spoiler, needed to die. Like that scene where you find out Terrence Howard's partner is a dirty cop.
He
right?
needed to die.
Why?
I'm okay with him dying.
But
He needed to die.
why?
Because it was like, hey, I'm one to you. And every movie where somebody figures it out, they go and approach the person when there's no one around. It's the dumbest thing ever. This is cliche movie.
That's what I'm saying.
They go somewhere alone and they confront the person and the person kills them. And now nobody knows that guy was dirty except you. I've seen that played out in many movies.
A million times.
Of course.
So he had to die. He had to die.
Or he could have just arrested him in the bar. What's the point of taking his badge and gun and just leaving him?
Because he had to build up the rest of the movie, because now you're like, oh shucks,
Right.
nobody knows this guy is crooked, and now you know for sure he's crooked. So it's one of those things where only you and Terrence Howard knew it, and now Terrence is gone, and no one can hear you yelling at the movie screen.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point. I get it. Again, it's been played out though, so it's like, let's do it a little different maybe. And to me, that's lazy. Like, it's been done. Oh, let's just plug this stereotype.
But I have to say, at the time of watching it in the theater, it worked. But now that you know, when you rewatch it,
16?
now that you know, it's kind of like, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
So I gotta defend it a little bit.
Please, listen. I know I'm just being hard on it, and my score's not going to reflect. I still enjoy this movie.
I think the brothers coming together.
Yep.
Obviously, they just grew up together, and obviously it was a rough neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've ever been in conflicts with your brothers, like, you could feel the unity and how they came together. They're different people. They all live different lives. Mm-hmm. One of them's going straight. One of them's in the military. One of them's still the crazy wild boy that he always was.
Yep.
And they all just follow each other.
Mm-hmm.
And just to unify over something and understand that no one's going to do it. This is the big bad person that everybody was scared of, but he messed with your family, and you're going to get together and defend it. It resonated really well with me.
You have siblings?
Yes.
See, I'm an only child, so I don't.
Well,
I don't get it. I don't get the siblings thing.
I don't care.
In this situation, honestly, I think more back to when I was younger and my friends and I, because I looked at them more like friends and not their family. Yeah. But it built a good base for. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what the law says. I don't care how tough this guy is. They did it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes there's brother doesn't want to get involved. Like, I got things. I can't just be doing that. And he's like, no, we're doing it. This is what happened. And it's just like, I don't know. It resonated really well when I was young. And there's things about it now that aren't as good as when it came out. But
I mean, it's no Purple Rain. But I enjoyed it.
I like the story. I like the story. I like the backbone of the story anyway. I just think watching it now as an adult as opposed to watching it in high school, I just have different perspective and different take on it. And we're watching this movie to critique it. And I'm not just going to sit here and not call out all these ridiculous things that I see. Like, that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah, but you said, hey, Taylor didn't have to die. I mean, that's a bit nitpicky.
He had to die.
I just don't. I was like,
for the movie
to me,
to progress.
to hit. That's fair. To move the story, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But as a cop, you got a dirty cop in front of you. You know it. You go in, you take his badge and gun, and then you just leave him? Why wouldn't you take him into the station?
Yeah.
Okay? That's a small bit. Like, the other thing, the end just kills me. Okay. Because, they make this deal with Victor Sweet. They're going to buy their way out. Obviously, Victor Sweet's not going to honor the deal. Victor Sweet's the bad guy. The bad guy. Chiwetel Ejiofor. So they drive.
Good name drop.
They drive all the way out onto, like, fucking Lake Michigan or something. Some frozen lake. It's in the middle of the winter. So they got vehicles way out on this lake. And
that looked cool back in the day.
No, it was cool. No, that's all cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
My issue is that everybody drove to get out there far as hell. And then out of the distance, Mark
He comes
Wahlberg
walking.
walks all the way out.
Yeah.
Hey, he did it in American Sniper or whatever that movie was.
That
Oh.
worked.
Shooter.
Why
Shooter.
wasn't he just in the back of why he walked? If at that moment,
But did you
The-
see
the
the
threat
threat
is
guy's face? He kind of looked like, oh, shucks. He looked a little shook by that.
right? But the plan is already in place, right? So he knows he's not showing up until they have the
So
situation
who
under
was
control.
the cut out ice to drop in the water? Who was that originally for? Because that was already there.
That was
remember?
for
The
Was
brothers.
that
the brothers.
Oh, that was
Yeah, we're
for
gonna
the
throw them
brothers.
in
They were
there.
gonna throw them in
You
there.
hear the guy all the way out. It was just kill him and get it over with.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so, but all the bad guys are in on it. Mark Wahlberg could have been just in the car, like in the other car, because half the bad guys showed up in one car. They were already there, so he could have just been there. Like if they're all in on it, we don't need to know that he's in that car that was already out there.
Well, I mean,
He's
he could
hiding
have
back there.
skated. He could have skated in.
It is so cold. There's no way, and then he just walks up like.
With his coat unzipping.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
I wonder if you'd be so critical if the vote wasn't so one-sided.
That has nothing. This is all from last night.
Okay.
I'm watching this like,
All
the fuck? And then he's supposed to be this badass and almost gets his ass whipped by this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That was. See, that's the building up to the climax. Who's gonna win?
yeah, I don't know. Once I'm telling you, it all from that moment when you get introduced to Victor Sweet, I was just kind of like, oh fuck. This.
I was wondering
I
why
was
when they
just out.
threw him
I
in the
just-
water, he didn't even like.
Oh yeah, like so his uppercut
he didn't
killed
even
him.
flail. He just-
His Mark Wahlberg's uppercut
Well,
killed
he was
this guy.
alive because you saw his eyes move, but then they just tossed him in the water and he just laid in the
That-
water. Like
that-
he didn't even try to get out the water.
Yeah, listen.
But the fur probably weighed him down.
He took the fur off the fur.
Oh,
He
that's
took the
right.
fur
That's
off.
right. He didn't have the fur.
I feel like you're just trying to make me feel better. I'm good. I am good.
Yeah, it's all good fun. Listen, I don't care. I still, overall,
Yeah.
still good. Like it's
It was
a good movie.
entertaining.
It's
It
entertaining.
was.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But watching it now as an adult, same way with Blow. I just look at it differently now. You know,
Yeah.
I just
I
look
I
never
just
liked
watched
Blow.
that.
especially since we're critiquing it.
The
Like
end
I'm not.
of it was just
I'm with
like,
it. I'm with it
ugh.
100%.
Yeah. So, my score for
That
this.
guy just died.
Let me go first
The
because
guy
you
that
were one
got
first
the
last
face
time.
on.
I did go first last time. Go.
9-1.
Whoa. Really? Shucks. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch it anytime it's on. It's never on, but I do watch it. It's never on.
Holy hell, Chris.
When I say I love the movie,
I see.
love the movie.
I see. 9 point. God damn. Miss Angie, do you have a score?
Well,
Do you need the chart
since
again?
I
Do you
gave
need the chart again?
Italian Job a 7. I'm gonna give this one a 6.9 because they were like neck and neck, and Italian Job just a little bit above.
And I have a 6.9 for this movie as well. It's a good movie.
I
If you round it up, I
recommend you see
would
it.
recommend you see it.
Yes.
I don't hate it. You know, based on everything I said, it
Yeah.
probably sounds like I hate it.
It
Same way people were like,
entertains
man,
me.
you didn't like Blow. No, I do like Blow.
Nah, I didn't like Blow.
I didn't like it.
It was okay.
I didn't like it.
Again, yeah, it's just a good movie.
It was hyped
yeah.
up so much. I
It's-
said, let me watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, yeah, that wasn't.
Okay. So, yeah, both still watchable. Just watch them.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know? Yeah, it seems like people. It was 100% of the vote went to Four Brothers today on our poll.
I figured that was what was going to happen.
I think you even said that last week.
Yeah.
So, but based on our scores, Four Brothers sits at a 7.6, and The Italian Job is a 7.4. So close, and it goes with
They
kind of-
are close.
Yeah. To you, I mean, even your scores are close.
Yeah.
You're higher than us, but they're still close.
Yeah.
I think they're both solid watches. If you got time, watch
It is my guilty pleasure. 'Cause I will watch it anytime it's on.
Okay, maybe I wouldn't say this is a guilty pleasure. It's a
good movie.
Yeah. It's just we can have different opinions, people.
Really? Yes. And I want to know. That's news to me.
Okay. the official review, which feels like we just reviewed the shit out of Four
Oh,
Brothers.
they did. That's not more to do.
Yeah, we have to review Without Remorse, and we have to play Name Their Movies. So be ready.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Did you see Without Remorse?
I did.
All right.
I hope
Let's
so.
talk about that one.
Boom! Without Remorse. Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. Directed by Stefano Sollima, Italian man. He also directed a whole bunch of TV, and he directed Sicario, Day of the Soldado, the second one.
Oh, I saw that one.
Did you not see Sicario? Holy
That was good.
shit.
What's that about?
We'll get into that another time.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, man.
Shoot 'em up.
Dude, not even to shoot him up. I'll go on all day long.
All right, we'll
Another
talk
day.
about it after this.
Written by Taylor Sheridan, who I love, wrote Sicario, wrote When Rip, not the, I think the second was like based on his characters, but he wrote the first Sicario, wrote and directed Wind River, wrote Hell or High Water, creator of Yellowstone. Everything he's done, I absolutely
And
love.
I haven't seen any of that.
Well,
Me neither.
He's
Except
top-
for Yellowstone. I just started.
to give you a reference of who Taylor Sheridan is, did you guys watch Sons of Anarchy?
I did not.
Okay, so
I heard it was good, but I haven't.
It was good back in the day. I also don't think it holds up.
Does not hold
It
up.
I
doesn't
know.
hold
I
up?
tried to get Courtney to watch it, and she was like 2 episodes. She was like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's enough for me.
Okay.
but he was there was the old sheriff. He was like the young deputy. That's who that is. Like,
Deputy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah. So it's based on a book written by Tom Clancy in the 90s called Without Remorse. The plot, basically, the main character, John Clark, or John Kelly, he just goes by 2 names. He's a Navy SEAL, and he goes on this path to avenge the death of his wife, who gets murdered at the beginning of the movie. And you find out it's part of this insane conspiracy, which is, honestly, I think a lot of Tom Clancy's stuff, there's always a government conspiracy.
It's America's fault.
It's John Kelly, played by Michael B. Jordan. His captain on the SEAL team, Karen Greer, played by Jodie Turner-Smith, who was in Queen and Slim. And then you know her, you said something else she was in that I hadn't seen.
Strike Back.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Strike
Back. Did I say it right this time?
Strike Back is
One of my
100%
favorite
right.
shows.
Nobody knows about Strike Back except me or
It's really
D-Money.
good.
We're like the only ones that watch Strike Back. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So much action.
Okay.
And this is the main military girl?
His captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woman, I should say. Jesus.
Military girl. The CIA guy, played by Robert Ritter, played by Jamie Bell, who I liked. And then Secretary Clay is another character played by Guy Pearce, who also a good actor, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Initial thought. No spoilers yet. Okay, we do, general thoughts, and then we jump into the nitty-gritty.
I really like at the end when...
Oh my goodness. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said no spoilers.
Yeah, well,
I'll get some.
Yeah, we get to them.
into
We
it.
just don't, not right off the bat.
Yeah.
What did you think of the movie?
I really enjoyed the action sequences.
Action sequence was great. It's a note. That is a specific note that I have.
I'm waiting for the other.
No. I know it's coming,
I'm waiting
but
for
I'm
it.
cementing.
I don't like that it was a dark movie. Like, I'm watching it on my TV and I'm having trouble seeing at certain points. I mean, my blinds are closed, but there was a glare. Like, the shooting of the movie itself most of it was dark.
Okay.
And the sound was a little off for me.
Okay.
The gunfire and the background music was loud. The dialogue was quiet. Now, maybe that's just my sound system. I don't know.
No. I noticed it too.
So those
I
are
don't
two
know,
little
because
things.
my TV is just so amazing. It's a gift from God. I have an 85-inch TV in my bedroom.
In her bedroom.
Jesus.
And it's everything you could want it to be.
No wonder you fall asleep watching movies. You're in bed.
Dude, it's the wall. It's the wall. When she showed me, I was like, I couldn't sleep with it on. It's like goddamn
It's like
sunlight.
It's
Yeah.
like the lights
It's
we have
ring
here.
light. Yeah.
You get used to it.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. So I agree. So it felt like some of the while the action sequences were cool, it felt like some of the gunfire didn't match up, and then like you said, like the sound was like
Little off, yeah.
little off. But as far as the execution, it was very technical, and I liked that.
Yes.
Like it was very one of the things. So it felt like even the opening mission was so like, I mean, just they moved like a legit military unit. I felt like I was playing a video game.
I thought that was a really
cool.
good scene.
At the beginning was amazing.
It was.
And there are video games based on like this. I'll get into that in a little bit, but it felt like I was playing through a Tom Clancy video game called like Rainbow Six. That's a video game, and it felt like a mission from the storyline of that those games. So I really like that. And they pull you in immediately. Like you get the opening mission, and it's a little like hanky, right? And then the government's doing somebody's doing cleanup, right? You don't know exactly, and they just immediately you're like they come in. These guys, this like kill team comes into his house.
Are we giving away too much?
No, this is the very beginning of the movie.
Oh, okay.
I said it in the plot.
Okay.
He's avenging his wife's murder. So they come in thinking they're killing him. They just shoot up the bed, not knowing he's not in it. Kill his pregnant wife. So immediately you're like rooting for the guy. You're like, man, this guy's got to get his... You want him to win, like that, and that's how I felt. So I was kind of emotionally invested too.
That's what it does. I wish it spent more time emotionally investing you.
Okay.
That's just me.
Well, I guess they wanted to get right to them.
No, I get that 100%.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of shoot 'em up. John talked to me a little bit about it earlier.
He watched it too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He loved the scene where they stabbed the guy with the knife through the hand and then into his chest. Like he tried to get stabbed, he flipped it around, stabbed him through the hand and then through his chest. Mm-hmm. So shout out to John. He mentioned that earlier.
I felt like this would be a movie he might like.
Yeah. I was on a conference call when he called me, so I didn't get to hear his actual opinion.
Okay.
But I will talk to him.
John, leave us a comment.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
I just wish there was just a little more development, honestly.
Yeah, I mean...
I wanted to know why he was such a badass, or more background.
You, like,
so, that's the thing. Like,
the man.
Yeah.
Did he say it?
There's like a quick moment at the very beginning where like the team is introduced to the CIA guy, and like Michael B. Jordan says something like kind of smart alecky, but like you're gonna answer my question. I need to know this information. And the guy's like, "Oh, you're the smart ass, huh?" And they're like, they go around the room, and he's like, "No, I'm the funny guy." He's like, "That's just the badass." Like, and they just give you that, and you're supposed to take that and be like, "Oh, okay." So anything that happens from this point on, that dialogue is why.
Oh yeah,
and
well, just okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
It was just like the unstated thing that he was the man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and it's like, it's like I said, it's based on a book, and I guess a lot of people watching this maybe have read the book, so they know about the character, right?
Had you read it?
Nope, I have not. I am currently reading it because I did like all the critique I saw for this movie online. I popped open like a list of reviews, and all the negative 1-star reviews. It's like nothing to do with the book. So dumb. Didn't use the source material. Blah blah blah. Like
anybody that reads the book says that about any movie they see.
And it's like, calm down,
How can
guy.
you ever really make a movie that really hits everything in a book?
It's
in a
hard.
compressed time
It is so
frame?
hard.
I thought Harry Potter did a good job on the first one.
Some of them, first Hunger Games did it well. I think even the second one did. So it has been done.
But in a compressed time frame.
You're right.
I don't want to watch that for 3 hours. I'm sorry.
I think COVID messes a lot of these movies up.
They also had to update it, right? So the book was written in the 90s, and I think it's set like post-Vietnam. I don't know if it's set in the 90s because it doesn't... I'm only like 100 pages in, and it doesn't say exactly when. But it's post-Vietnam. So he's a Vietnam War hero in the book.
Which would have been kind of cool, honestly.
Right, but then you get the problem of like, now you gotta... Civil rights. But like the civil rights era, in the book he's white, Michael B. Jordan's black. So you introduce a whole nother thing that could be a problem, like that you would have to address in the story. Whereas if you just modernize the entire thing, now you've got it's updated, and who gives a shit? Look at it; it's two separate things.
It's based on the book.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? And shout out to D Money over at the DJ and K show. We talked about it a little bit. He was like, "There's a disclaimer," and I must have missed it somewhere, either at the beginning of the movie, in like the opening credits or something, that it's like, don't expect the book basically as the summary. Like we're not.
I didn't see that.
I missed it completely. I don't know where he saw it, but he said he saw it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool. Then that's like, but people just want to be angry about shit.
I plan to watch it again because
I'm gonna watch it
I
another
know I
time too.
missed some of the storyline.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a better understanding of what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it. I watch action movies for action.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't watch it for drama and love story.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get to it, you know, punch somebody in the throat, shoot somebody. Like, that's what I'm looking for. And it gave me all of that.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again just for anything I may have missed.
Yep.
So I would recommend it.
Yeah.
But I'm more looking forward to any sequels that may
Right.
come
Yeah, I
from
said
it.
that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to rewatch it myself. Especially, I'm going to finish the book and then rewatch the movie. But all that I've gathered so far from the book is that the character's name is the same, and his wife dies at the beginning of the book, but in a car accident. You know, but who knows if that's even part of conspiracy? Because I haven't gotten to that point.
Car accident.
Could be. You know, you never know.
And it's a whole different plot.
But it's set in a totally different
I guess
era.
the point just is she's murdered and he wants revenge.
But see, that's not. So again, that's not where it's going in the book.
The
It's
book,
like
she hasn't been murdered yet.
he
You'll
doesn't.
find that out later.
If she does, whoa, bro, got my COVID shot, and you're
You're supposed to work the arm when you get the COVID shot. Did they not tell you that?
Whoa.
Make sure you work that arm when you get the COVID shot.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm good.
That's all I didn't know.
No, it's good. I'm just kidding.
Use your right arm.
I got it in my right arm last time, so I was like, let me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even it out.
Spread the love. But yeah, so again, he doesn't know if she was actually murdered in the book. Then
you don't know yet.
I don't know it yet, and he doesn't know it yet either. So either way, I just think it was a good choice to modernize. Now, while I do like old stories set in like a different time, I love that. But like, I think it's cool to modernize it. And yeah, there are two books written about this character. So I'm looking forward to potential further installments.
I've been seeing this buzz about Michael B. Jordan possibly being wooed to play a black Superman. I don't know if there's any truth to it. Have either of you seen anything on that?
I have not.
It's been a lot of buzz about it, and someone superimposed his face on Superman
I mean,
costume.
he's built for it. That dude is jacked,
Oh,
you know? I mean, between Black Panther, Creed, and like this, I mean, the guy's in incredible shape. He could easily do it, I think. They'd have to make Superman angry, because Michael B. Jordan's always angry. But,
So I'm gonna throw an unpopular opinion out.
yeah.
I don't like him as a badass.
Okay.
In Creed it worked because he was kind of like the victim, like trying and sad. But I love the character of Killmonger. I loved his dialogue. I loved his purpose. It's just I don't see him as a lead man in that role.
Well, he wasn't a lead in Black Panther.
But he was like the main villain,
Yeah, but I get it. Okay.
like the bad guy in that scenario. And even in this movie, there were scenes where his dialogue was supposed to be powerful, and it came off flat for me. And it was a great line, and I even think he delivered it well. I don't know what it is about him.
Okay.
Maybe it's what Tyrese said. Maybe it's that big ass teeth. I don't know.
For the big teeth people. Okay.
Your teeth are big.
Oh, yes, they are. As a matter of fact, my teeth were so big that when I had my braces removed, the dentist kind of took a couple inches off.
Inches?
I'm just exaggerating. But they were pretty Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
All right.
So, shout out to all the big smiles and big teeth people
It's
out there.
perfect. Look,
Yeah.
he's a heartthrob for sure.
Yeah,
No one's gonna knock his looks.
Yeah.
It's just
Women love that guy.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I like him. It's funny to see where he came from.
Yeah,
The Wire.
The Wire. Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and to
Little
see what he
Karate
is.
Kid.
Yes, I mean, it's insane to see where he's at now.
So maybe he captures an intensity more so than an angry.
Right. I think
whatever, right?
Superman might be perfect. for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the bad guy, I don't buy, and then this angry, revenge-driven person, I don't get it from him.
But I did
He's been
buy
in
the
a lot of
bad
movies,
guy.
I know.
Yeah.
People are
I
just
did
making
buy
mistakes.
the bad guy in the Marvel movie because
Killmonger. Yeah.
we later found out why it was the backstory kind of led to it. So I actually kind
I
of
love the character.
No, I'm saying he's good at playing an angry
Yeah.
guy. Like he's got the. You said intensity. I think that's
Yeah.
the best way to put it. Like he's really good at that.
Yeah.
You know, so And I do think he's a good actor. So, man, you just keep. Now I'm just picturing like, could he be Superman? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, but I read. There's an app on my tablet called Flipboard, and what it does is it pulls in all these articles from all over the place, different magazines, based on your interests or whatever.
Okay,
so
right.
entertainment, whatever. And so I've been seeing different articles about him possibly. Now I don't know if they've approached him. I don't know if there's any legitimate offer or if people are campaigning for it.
I'd be good with
I don't
that.
know, but
I would like him to come back as the Black Panther, honestly. I know you don't like bringing him back up, but
well, no, it's he's dead. Let him be dead.
But now I'm hearing mixed things because at first people were like, "No, don't recast Black Panther," and then other people are now saying
no,
they
don't
should
recast it.
have another.
I don't think
Black
they should
Panther.
recast it.
They can recast Black Panther. You don't recast T'Challa.
Yeah,
though.
T'Challa.
They gotta write
We're
that.
gonna get a new Black Panther.
Black
Don't
Panther.
recast the T'Challa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't. I mean, well, if
They've
you
got-
could bring back, because Michael B. Jordan died in the movie, right?
Yes.
So if you could bring him back, then theoretically you could bring back T'Challa in that storyline, which we know we can't do in real life. So I can't see making Killmonger
That makes sense.
the new Black Panther.
That makes sense.
Well, they've got over a year to figure it out. So.
Yeah, they'll do
I'm sure
the
they
right
have
thing.
it figured out. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll
It'll
let
be
you
his
know.
sister. I'm
It's
sure
me.
it'll be his sister.
It's gonna be me.
Nay. Yeah, a bunch of those memes lately.
Oh, really?
The Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to dive into a little spoilery territory now? We've kind of given the overalls. Let's talk about one scene real quick. That it's early on. It's in the trailer, so it's not necessarily a spoiler. But he traps these guys that he's going after in a car accident, sets the entire car on fire, waits a minute, and then goes to get in the car while it's in flames.
Fully inflamed.
Fully inflamed. The door handle opens it.
Didn't even burn his hand.
Didn't phase him.
Ben worked for TSA. This was right outside of an airport.
Yeah. Dulles. Not my airport, but Dulles. But it just... I was like,
and
what?
then he got out and was like...
He says, I wrote it down.
Yeah.
He says, I'm military, don't shoot.
Yeah.
Don't shoot, I'm military. What?
And no
Is that a thing?
And no one shot him.
No, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
it's like, okay.
oh, okay. Because in real life, I don't know if that's playing out that way.
Yeah.
But just the whole... First of all, that car was on fire for a while.
It was starting to bubble up.
I like that. I actually like that, the way they did it, because the smoke started filling in and the windows
I like
broke.
this scene, but how did he touch that doorknob without...
Kitchen hands.
Yeah. Yeah, he worked in the kitchen before he joined the military. Yep. No, it just... Listen, the scene was awesome. And I have to think that they did their research to know this is realistic to a point. He's got this amount of time to get in the car
and get out.
And get out before it explodes. But I still watching it was like, man, this car's full of
That
gasoline.
was the scene that I've
Must have
been
missed
seeing.
that day in SEALs training.
That's the scene I've been seeing on social media when some of the people that I follow on my feed said if the movie's trash, and they pointed to that scene. And I was like, that's the most insignificant scene in the whole movie.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
You know, it's just for sensationalism. So I wouldn't rate the movie on the scene, but I was kind of like, yeah, right.
It was a little, but as far, again, I think it still was cool.
Right.
But for a moment, I just questioned it. Like, could that actually happen? I meant to look up how long could a car actually be on fire before it explodes. I forgot.
Google has the answer.
Yeah, they do. It's out there. Check it out.
So that scene specifically, when he was in the car with him, and he shot him in the lung, and then
he told him,
and then the guy gave it up. I don't think that would happen.
Yeah,
like he's like,
what's the chance
you're dying slowly, or I could kill you fast. Tell me an answer.
Yeah.
All right, he killed me.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I'm not giving you anything. You just killed me.
Yeah. I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. I did like how he proposed it to him though. He was like,
yeah, that's the thing too. I get the other part of it, the tough guy aspect, the mindset that he's in.
Yeah,
like yes, that's what you want from it.
Yeah. What would you do if you were him?
It felt
you had those skills.
I wish I had those skills because
like what would you do?
Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
Of course.
I guess.
Yeah.
It felt like a Man Apart to me. If you guys
The
saw
Vin
it.
Diesel movie.
Yeah, which I also liked. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know if it still holds up.
2005,
But when it
2006.
came out, I was a fan of it.
I remember liking it. Lorenz Tate, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like similar plot, right?
Yeah.
Except cartel versus Russia.
Yeah. And so, you know, he dive farther in, he just goes, you know, farther and farther down this rabbit hole of like government conspiracies. He, you know, the guy that he shoots in the car gives him a name, and then he finds
when
another
he
guy.
says the name, everybody's looking like, how does he know that name?
Yeah. And, you know, you just, it really is, if you've seen any Tom Clancy movie, you kind of can guess where it's going to go. So it's predictable in that way, where it's like, who's good? Probably no one but the main character.
You don't know who the bad guy is going to be.
Yeah, you don't. And
the one you think is going to be the bad guy, and then you're like, well, is this guy a bad guy? Well, is she going to turn on him? So the whole time you're trying to figure out who it is, who's the real bad guy.
Yeah, which was a good like kind of cat and mouse, but you know it's coming.
Yeah.
So there's that just little bit of like somebody's bullshit.
Right.
You know, like, I mean, it just, you know, I did hear actually right before you got here, I had that Michael B. Jordan did all his own stunts for the movie. I thought that was pretty cool.
Trying to think in my head if there were anything.
He touched a hot car.
Oh,
with his
that's a good point.
Bare hand.
Winter Soldier arm.
No, but I mean, even just like, dude, the scene where the plane goes down and that whole underwater thing, like where he's getting out of the plane. Yeah. There's a lot of. He said he spent a lot of time at diving pools. So that they did put a lot of, I think, effort into making the action sequences good, which is, and I think it showed. Yeah. So that's the best thing I can keep saying about it.
I want to like Michael B. Jordan so much. I really do. He's great looking. He's in great shape. He's got, I don't know, connectability. It's just.
So what is it? Is it his acting?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's the roles that they're choosing for him to play. I really liked him in
I didn't see
Justice?
that.
Just Mercy?
Yeah. Now, to me, I didn't want to see that.
Movie. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
I didn't.
And I thought he did a great job. Like the just who he
was
was
like
in.
him as a good guy?
Yeah, just who he was in The Wire. The soft-hearted good guy that will
but
do the right.
I could see him as a soft-hearted, muscle-bound man.
I could see him as Captain America.
Sorry.
Or Superman.
That just doesn't work for me.
No, I'm with you.
No.
But Captain America or Superman or something like that, like you were saying, I could see that all day.
Yeah.
Just when he's angry and he gets into that dialogue, it just doesn't hit for me.
Right.
It might just be his voice. I don't know.
Oh, I can't say anything about voices either. You're hitting me with
the
the voice, the big teeth, like everything.
Oh, I hate my voice. I think everyone
I know, I don't like my voice either.
I liked it.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked the end. So fast forward all the way through there's betrayal, there's this, there's that, whatever, right? But, so it sets up what could be an awesome either sequel or universe.
Yes, series, yeah.
So there are 2 books. Without Remorse is the first one. The second one is called Rainbow Six. So there are a bunch of Rainbow Six video games based on operators, like a team, like you see at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And so he comes back and now he's in charge of this unit.
Right.
And
that would be really good.
I would love it.
I hope they continue.
Who are they going to put on the team? That's the thing. Like, is it going to be well-known actors or is it going to be?
You get 1, 2,
let
get
the budget
some.
figured out.
Get some
Amazon's got that.
Yeah. They got Bezos money. Yeah.
Bezos hadn't got divorced. There may be better actors in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get, this is another thing, kind of like we talked about a little bit with Mortal Kombat last week. It was more of a setup, I think, and then they're setting up the next.
The next thing.
So like, whereas Mortal Kombat kind of did that, I think this did it as well. Like, so.
And mention the thing you found out about the woman while she was shooting her scenes.
Which one? What's
her name?
Oh, Jodie Turner-Smith.
Jodie, yeah.
She was pregnant.
Who's that?
His captain.
The captain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was pregnant the whole time.
Pregnant.
Must have been early because she was not showing at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, to still do those action stunts was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I also didn't like her.
You didn't like her either?
The scene where she sat him down to take shots was amazing. I love that scene. I just wish she was tougher about it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think it was one of those things where she was in charge, but she really liked him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
I am your, superior, but I'm also your friend. And there's this sympathy for his situation.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good scene, actually, because it's like, I can tell you what to do and what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not supposed to tell you what I know, but I'm going to tell you this stuff because, I care about you, kind of thing.
And like I love that scene. I even love the dialogue. I don't know what it is. I wish she was like more aggressive toward him through the whole thing.
Okay.
Like he was able to do things like when she grabbed his arm and pulled him down. I thought that was a cool scene on the airplane.
Yeah.
When he was messing with her.
Yeah.
But I wish she was more stern. Like in every movie I see, all the captains are just angry assholes.
I think
so I wish she was more like that.
I looked at it as she knew she had this special, talented person on her team, and she was willing to let him be him, as long as it didn't break the rules too much.
Yeah.
I looked at it like that.
Yeah. Like I said, I love the character. 100% love the character.
Yeah.
I just wish some of the dialogue hit harder. I don't
We
think
don't typically see a woman in that role.
No, and I love that too.
Like that too, so.
Yeah,
and the respect he had for her too.
Yeah,
like I like that a lot.
And everyone, she was huge, well regarded by everybody.
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Even
because the deputy, spoiler alert, the Secretary of Defense, is that what he was? He's the bad guy, right? But a bad guy too, and like where we've talked about before, it's like he thinks he's doing the right thing for the country.
Everyone's a hero in their own mind,
right? But like, so he's the bad guy, and like they all respected her. It was great. Yeah, I like that part of it. So I don't know. Overall, it's good. I think it's good. Good enough. My score. You guys ready to score? My score is. It's tough. I'm having a tough time with this one.
Score it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm just thinking also about the ones we just scored.
That's gonna affect me too.
Yeah,
because I did go pretty high on both of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say 6.8 is my score for this movie. 6.8. Good movie. I actually would recommend you watch it. It's fun, especially if they're going to set up some kind of universe.
That's not
so,
bad.
6.8. I was teetering again. I kind of teetered last week too on I forget which one, or maybe it was the week before. It was one of the I don't know. I teetered, but I'm right in the high 6s, low 7s. That's where I'm at for this movie, and I'm just based on everything we've kind of said. That's where I land. So
I gave it right in the middle, 7.5.
Cool.
Because I would recommend it.
Yep.
And I will watch it again just to absorb what I missed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna watch
Will it be one of those things that I constantly watch? No.
Right.
Because now I'm just ready for the next.
I'm excited for the next one.
They hint at it. I mean, they leave it.
I already think the next one's going to be better.
I'm ready for the next one.
I'm going to go 6.4.
Okay.
I do think it was a good movie, but I do this all the time.
Yeah.
If I was the director, I would have showed something in his life when he was a kid that hinted at him always wanting a family.
Okay.
And then when his family got killed, it could have been a 2-minute skit about him saying, one day I'm going to be a dad or something. And then boom, when his wife gets killed, it hurts that much more.
Well, maybe, yeah, but maybe he also had a good...
Human nature.
Yeah.
Human nature says...
Not for military
that if you have a family, you would do anything if some harm came to them.
Yep.
All right.
Even if your family was a butthole. You would still be... You know how you have that dynamic? We were like, I can fight my siblings or my cousin, or I can call my brother a jerk, but you better not do it.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
saw it in that situation, and I also felt like that wife was his only family to me. I would doubt if he even really had a huge connection to any parents or siblings, because it was just the two of them and this baby, and he's talking to the stomach, and like, I can't wait to meet you. So that was his piece.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, that was his piece.
I don't necessarily need. It would have been nice to see maybe just a little backstory. You might get it in the book, and so you're supposed to just kind of know maybe what his history is. I don't know, because I haven't gotten it yet. You just know he's a war hero. You know he's a badass. That's what you know about him. He's a badass.
Yeah,
so that kind of guy, typically, orphan, those are the kind of people they recruit, right? Like the secret agents. I mean,
Yeah, orphan.
Orphan
You don't
or like.
Let me find out he's Mark Wahlberg's brother in the next movie.
You don't normally have a whole connection at home. You're willing to just go on all these missions.
That's it, right. Yeah, so I didn't
know.
That's the thing that pulled me away from it.
Okay.
Most military people, yeah, they have families, but it's not that connection. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe I'm
forces.
I'm thinking more secret agent, not special forces. So I'm thinking like James Bond. So maybe not military because you got to go through the ranks and whatever. But who knows? We're all here sitting here speculating. We don't even know.
I'm telling you, think of this scene. He's playing football. He just scored his 3rd touchdown. His orphan parents, whoever it was, oh my God, you're gonna go pro. And he goes, I don't want to go pro. I'm gonna be a father because I never had one. And then he dies, and then he watches his kid.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, that's kind of corny.
I don't need it. I don't need that. I saw that he was in love with his family. He could turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
He could go from pew 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 to let me kiss your tummy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
also,
the whole pew pew pew.
Yeah, I got that.
It also messed it up a little bit too. That all the controversy he's getting for talking to that girl in real life.
Wait, what?
Girl in real life?
Yeah. That was Nipsey Hussle's girl.
The woman that played his wife?
Yeah. No, he's not talking to her. He's talking to Steve Harvey's
Well, they were
daughter.
talking around the time this movie came out, or was filming.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And she got blasted for it, and she was...
But Nipsey Hussle passed away.
Yeah.
Right? So she's not allowed to do whatever she wants?
I don't know. I'm not
I
part
didn't
of the
hear.
culture.
I didn't hear it, so I missed that.
I'm not
I didn't know
part
that
of
either.
The cancel culture bullshit
Yeah, I
that's
didn't
going
hear
on in this
that.
world.
I remember.
Bro, they're adults. Shut up.
I remember
But
there was
like-
this whole thing that people thought she was really pregnant because someone saw a picture of her with her.
Yeah, they thought it was
Tommy,
Michael B. Jordan's.
But they were filming the movie, but I never heard any romantic lines.
I try not to listen to that
Yeah.
bullshit.
I didn't hear it, but that
No, but
doesn't
I
mean
heard
it's
it,
not out
and then
there.
I didn't know anything about this movie, and then I saw the movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's why everyone's
They
mad at
probably
you
were
guys.
just filming.
Filming it?
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're with somebody, those two are pretty people. At some point, you put the prettiest people on earth together for 3 months.
But
Something's probably going to
she
happen.
has made it very clear
Especially
that she
if they're both
hasn't
single.
moved on yet. So
Okay.
who knows?
We've scored.
Business.
Right? We've scored. It's in the books.
It's in the books.
It's locked in.
I actually did an episode.
So now, there's only one more thing to do. Let's name some movies.
Okay.
Okay? Would you... I texted 2 people. I got 2 names. Okay?
Let her choose.
I'm going to let you choose.
Okay.
Miss Angie.
Would you prefer a male actor or a female actor?
For this game we're about to do?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Oh
give the
my
name.
gosh.
I'm gonna give the name, and we gotta name their movies. We could do an unprecedented thing, do both, and just run them down. You know?
Let's do both.
Okay.
Equal opportunity.
I feel like you kind of made her pick that.
No. If you want just one,
No, we can do both.
I'm
Let's
trying to
do
give you as
something
many.
different.
Yeah, let's.
All right, both.
Because
Let's do it.
my name of movies is the thingy with the guy with the glasses on. So I
I'm
mean,
with you.
I already know I'm not gonna win. this.
Okay.
I
So
am
we've
with
got
Okay.
Daniel Craig
Okay.
and Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
All right. And I suggested both because I didn't know how well everyone would do with these 2.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah. Sandy B.
Sandy B. I'll have more of hers than Daniel Craig's.
I think I'm the opposite.
All
Send me
right.
crickets. I
So-
can see her.
Ladies
You get
first.
the start.
Okay, I'm gonna say speed.
There it is. Out the
That was
gate.
the easiest one.
Out the gate. I like
Okay.
that.
I'm going to go 28 Days. That's the one where Sandra Bullock's in rehab.
Okay.
Not 28 days later.
Not to be confused with
That
that.
is a
The
different
zombie
movie.
movie, yeah. Which is an
Okay.
amazing movie. At least I remember it being amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all. It's about COVID.
Check to the razor.
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
Okay.
His version is amazing. That's one of my favorite books
That
of all
movie's
time.
great.
So we were talking about, doing justice. The books, the first book is one of my favorite books. And I watched the Swedish version of the movie, and it didn't match up. It was weird. I didn't think it was very good. Daniel Craig.
He just did the thing he blamed all the other people for criticizing this movie for doing.
What?
It didn't match up with the book.
No. But what I'm saying is, Daniel Craig's version did.
Yeah.
The American version was like almost spot on to the book.
I need to read.
So it can be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, and I didn't hate the Swedish version.
Okay.
I was just kind of like,
It's its own.
I was just like, man, it's different. They took liberties, but then then the Daniel Craig one came out later, and I was like, whoa. I own that movie because that's how much I love that movie. It's so good. We should do it. We should do an episode on it one day because I love it. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay, Miss Angie, your go.
What about Steve?
Oh yeah, her and Bradley Cooper, B. Coops, yeah. Did she have memory loss?
She was obsessed with him. He was a cameraman on a crew,
yeah,
a news crew, and she followed him everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That just sparked one for me, right? We were talking about it. The Heat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna hold on to that one.
Okay. This actually could go on.
James Bond Casino Royale.
All right. That's not what it's called.
Bond Casino Royale.
No.
Oh shit. Really?
It's not.
It's just Casino Royale?
Come on, man.
Ah,
Respect my movie.
Okay, Casino Royale.
Thank you, Chris.
It's over here somewhere, right?
It's over there. It's on the shelf. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I just,
Trying to get Daniel Craig out of my way because I have no idea any movies.
I just spelled that all the way wrong. Go ahead.
Speed 2.
She is in that. It's the male actor that they
Cruise,
choose.
right?
But there's a
I don't know the name
subtitle.
at the
You gotta get those extra words there.
Speed 2. I don't know the rest of the words.
Land Speed or something.
Do you have another one?
I do.
I can give you a hint. You want a hint? Speed 2. You put your car in this when you don't want to put your foot on the gas.
Park?
Neutral?
Mm-mm. You're still driving.
Cruise Control.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Speed 2, cruise control.
Cruise control.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
It was
I
on a
would have
cruise.
never guessed that.
I'm
This
giving.
cruise is gonna destroy us.
I'm
It's
giving.
like, when don't I put my foot on the gas?
Keanu Reeves was like,
I'm giving one. Quantum of Solace is mine. He's right there on the poster.
Oh, sugar.
Yes.
That's cheating.
All right, maybe I'll help you with this one. Miss Congeniality?
That's the first one. You know what's so crazy? Tell me what you think of this. People don't believe me when I say this, but I think that her in that movie as the FBI agent reminds me of my mother. Like their face and their way they talk and they both snort.
Yeah.
And she reminds me of my mom so much, it's crazy. I don't know how to spell that. Blah, blah.
The Blind Side.
Yep.
Boom. Mike Moore.
Blind Side. Gravity.
I saw him at Cheesecake Factory.
Really?
Yeah.
Gravity.
Oh, Sugar the Booger.
Yeah.
Miss Congeniality 2?
I don't know this. If there's a subtitle, I can't.
Me either.
I feel like there is.
All right, I'll go different. The Proposal.
Okay.
Oh, man. So Daniel Craig, I just saw him in a war movie.
Oh, don't throw hints out. Ben's gonna get it.
I'm good at hints.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because I don't know the name of it. So.
I don't know, dude.
He's had some good ones come out recently too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. At least one good one I can think of.
Ocean's 13.
She is in that.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
She is in
Good
that.
drop.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see for the girls.
Knives Out. Daniel Craig.
Oh, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. Really good, actually. Great murder mystery.
I didn't watch that.
You should. Very good.
I think that's it. I don't think they've done any more movies.
They're out. They're that's their whole career. We just listened. Whoop. It's Chris's turn.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Someone give me a goddamn.
He's got.
Daniel Craig.
I mean, he's got 2 more Bond movies.
Oh yeah.
He's got.
Which one did you do? Quantum of Solace.
Yeah. And you did Casino Royale.
Mm-hmm. Is Solace 2?
That's the second one that he did.
I don't know what the third one is. Tomb Raider.
He isn't.
Oh, he is in Tomb Raider.
I'm pretty sure it's called Lara Croft.
Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah, but I'll accept it. Whatever.
Yeah, it just hit me quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Miss Angie, your turn.
Was it Spectra?
Spectre.
Yes.
Spectre. That's the
Spectre.
fourth one, yes.
Nice.
There
Good
you
call.
go.
Yeah, and Skyfall is the third one, actually. I'll take
Oh,
that.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Skyfall.
Adele, let the sky move. Have you heard Billie Eilish's song for the newest one that's not out yet? So you can't name it, but it's her song is really good. It's called No Time to Die. Yeah,
No Time to Die.
that it doesn't count. It's not out yet.
That was good, though.
No,
I
I said it doesn't
I
count.
know, but the fact that he still went for it.
I got another one just came to me.
Oh. I just watched that movie. What's the name of it? Shut-da-da. I'm trying not to curse because y'all have to have this more family friendly. So y'all be dropping.
It's Ben.
Y'all be dropping the curse words on here.
Yeah.
It's Ben.
Speaking of, Mark Wahlberg got the hard N in Four Brothers, by the way. I was like, whoa. Cool, Mark. You just used to rap and you're allowed to say whatever you want.
Yeah, he's a real POS. In real life, he is.
Yeah.
What is
I'm just gonna do Miss Congeniality too.
What's that? Well, let's,
That's
you know
what
what?
it's called.
Let's try it. Yeah, we'll see. If you win, though, we got to contest.
I do, but I'm not going to if you have another one.
Yeah, I have a couple. Miss Angie?
I can see the movie in my head. I just can't remember the name of it right now.
Okay.
And I just watched it again. So I'm tapping out.
Okay. Murder by Numbers.
Yeah,
Sandra
I don't know
Bullock.
what that is.
I can see him in that war movie.
Yep.
I
Forgot about that one too.
I remembered that too. I can't remember the name of it.
Excuse me.
Join me in the dark side.
You're gonna have to.
Okay.
You've done better than any guest we've had.
Have
Give me-
I?
My brother.
count
Because
that.
my brother won. Remember, my brother won.
Yeah,
Adam.
But he's a genius.
Yeah, Adam won Robin Williams. He
Okay.
crushed it.
Oh, very good,
right, give me a
Adam.
count.
I got
Oh,
10,
that's good.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From Paris with Love.
Nope.
What was the one where she was Canadian and she married the guy on
The
her
Proposal.
job? The Proposal.
Yeah, Chris
I
said
just
that one.
watched
Chris
that.
said that one.
Oh, I didn't.
It's somewhere
that
on here.
one.
Yeah, Proposal.
I missed that one.
Defiance is the war movie that he was in.
Defiance.
World War II.
Yeah,
Layer Cake is My Back Pocket. Daniel
don't
Craig
know what
movie.
it is.
Great movie.
Never heard of
You should
it.
see it. It's so good.
Layer
Yeah.
cake.
How good?
So good.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
That's 2 more. I probably could have more if we kept this game going. Let's just check. Let's do it real quick. Just let's see. You know.
Miss Angie, you gonna take a shot with us?
That's the rules.
Okay.
All right, there we go. What would you like?
You pick it.
You dark liquor or light liquor?
Light liquor unless you want me to fight.
You know what's funny?
Dark liquor makes me fight.
Motherfucker! You hit me in the ear!
Well, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Ow! Christ!
All right. Well, here you go. You can do this apple.
Okay.
Okay. You don't like vodka, so you can do something else.
Yeah, I'm just allergic.
You don't like vodka? Oh, you're allergic to it.
Sort of. I don't know. I just break out when I do it, so I assume that I'm allergic. But
that sounds
I haven't
right.
I haven't
Is it good?
consulted a doctor.
Is it? I'm gonna drink all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Here,
God.
here. You can have the smaller one.
Okay, thank you.
Are you good? Okay, I'll do the vodka with you. Chris is gonna do Jack Daniels, his favorite. Okay. Let me see. We missed for Daniel Craig, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. He's a stormtrooper in that. You just hear his voice, but you know it's him. He's in it.
It's pass.
I wouldn't have known that.
I knew that and I forgot. The Tintin, Dreamhouse, Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I wouldn't have thought of
The
that.
Golden Compass, The Invasion, Munich. I forgot he was in Munich. Munich's a great movie.
Didn't see that.
Layer Cake. 100% recommend Layer Cake. Lara Croft. It is called Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Oh, Road to Perdition.
Oh,
Tom
he's in
Hanks.
it?
He's like the shady son, you know, that like causes all the brouhaha.
How about I don't remember him in it?
He's in it. Yep, he's in it. Young as looking young as hell. Like
Road to Perdition was really good.
Let's see. Sandy B. What do we got? What do we miss? Bird Box. Ocean's 8.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't Ocean's 13.
That's okay.
It was Ocean's 8.
Okay. I'm made up enough.
Close enough.
And we were both just like, she was in that.
Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12.
No,
I thought it was Ocean's
It's Ocean's 8.
13.
Yeah, no, she's in
Because
Ocean's 8.
everybody was dead, I thought.
Oh my
It's
god.
an all-girl movie.
And
I like
it's also called All About Steve, not What About Steve.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What
We
about
listen, we didn't know. We kept you in it. We're in this game.
That is miscongeniality to the disguise of a.
It's Armed and Fabulous. Those are the. That's the
You
subtitle.
didn't know that?
No, Crash. Forgot about Crash. Crash is a good movie.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Yeah, Forces
Really
in Nature.
good.
That was the one with Ben Affleck. I
Oh,
couldn't think of.
Forces in Nature.
She's awesome.
Practical Magic.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and A Time to Kill. She's in A Time to Kill, which is an amazing
Oh, that
movie.
was good. She was the
Mhm.
little assistant. I just watched that recently.
Yeah, great. I mean, yeah, they're both solid. Both solid. It's a fun game. I'm glad you
That was fun.
played. Yes.
I enjoyed myself. this
Thank you for
evening.
coming.
Thank you for
Hold
coming,
on. Before we leave, Miss Angie, please plug yourself.
Oh, yes.
Plug yourself. Let the people know what you can do for them.
Yes. So I am a financial advisor. I an investment advisor. I do life insurance and everything financial. I sit down with families and customize a plan, all free of charge. Is what I do. And I have had the pleasure of my son-in-law being one of my clients. So if you're looking to just get information, even if you don't work with me, you just want to sit down and find out if what you have is great, check me out.
She will be tagged in the episode. Her Step Up with Angie page will be tagged in the episode. Links will be in the YouTube video description. It'll all be there. Reach out. She's very good at what she does. She's very good at what she
July
does.
will make 18 years in the financial service
You
business.
need a point of reference. She has an 85-inch television in her room.
Yeah.
And that's...
And I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've been investing lately.
Yeah.
Doge to the moon. But I will need some advice soon because Doge is for the high school dropouts that just want to be millionaires.
Yeah.
Which is going to be exciting. Could you imagine a bunch of us as millionaires?
Yeah. Don't
can't.
forget about me.
So it would be the Wolf of Wall Street in real life. So, anyway. Miss Angie, again, thank you for coming.
Yes,
We appreciate
thank you so much.
Reach out to her. And
Thank you, guys.
next week, we will be doing another Movie Kombat. We were going to go serious, but she was like, don't you guys do comedies? We're like, let's do some comedies.
Yeah,
Okay.
lighten it up a little bit.
Chris is picking. It's his choice. This is a literal fight between the movies because we're nominating these.
Oh, yes.
He is saying Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay.
I'm saying The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Now, we're not doing heavy hitters. We're trying to do comparable ones.
Right.
He said was 40-year-old version comparable. I thought it was the Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah.
If you would have said,
We can't say Superbad,
Right.
Wedding Crashers,
Right.
Hangover. We already know.
Right.
Goats.
But
we're
these-
looking for the,
These
the
are
under
good.
the...
I
yeah.
think this is going to be a good race. honestly.
I hope so. Everyone, so please vote when we put the poll up. And then the official review, Wrath of Man, Jason Statham, comes out in theaters tomorrow. Go see it. Support your local theater. Okay?
Okay.
Have
Let me
some
hold
rum.
my nose.
All right. Down the hatch.
Real talk for real movies, yeah, we'll listen. Real life for real hype, you feel different. Underrated, appreciated, or barely made it. You let us know at Law Bay, yeah, you really hate it. And Christmas like in the past, he thought it going better. And like Jesse didn't show up, and we don't let up. It's real talk, no theoretical, though it ain't invisible, man. It's so dependable, damn. You can't see him if it's dark or bright. Ask Chris with his Miller Lite. Or Blockbuster is so good, right? Candyman or Tony Dodd or Holy God. I mean the devil all the time, we're released alive. Apocalypto, go against the grain like your boy Adam, who drink Jack like Jungle Land and Nick Mullins. Educators, tell us what you know about him. Is it bad or good like Peanut Butter Falcon? Special guests like Danny D and Dave Arnold. Let us look to the future, event horizon. In real life, the movie will never stop. Until it does, we drop and there's no getting up. Until then, subscribe and they let you know the tops. Only way to know for sure is to watch. So shut up and drink your pops, your soda and corn pops, and listen to the real life movie talk. Movie talk. I'm isolated like the lady in black, and I seek revenge for these movies that whack.